everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is your host, the Lion Gaming Crew, and in this Diablo 3 build guide, we're going to be taking a look at the Helltooth harness set for the Witch Doctor, available both in softcore and hardcore. So no matter which mode you play on PS4 and PS5, we got you guys covered. If you're looking for any of the gear shown in this video, all you need to do is hit that link in the description, sign up for the Discord, join it. It's absolutely free to join, and everything on there is free. I'd love to see you all there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into this build guide. So for our main weapon right here, we're picking up a rare weapon. It is called Occult. It is very, very good. It buffs the damage of Zombie Charger and reduces the mana cost by 75%, and increases its damage by 7 times, which is just it's a craziness. It also has that Season 25 Soul Shard affix on there with the Death Blow, which is very, very nice. On top of all of that, it is infused with the Gem of Ease, so you're going to get 8,000 experience per kill. On top of all of that, guys, it's got 2 million damage. I mean, what more could I say? It's an amazing weapon. 46.8% on the skill cooldowns, 27.1% on the resource cost reduction, and that is a level 1 rare spear. Okay, moving on to the first piece of the Helltooth harness set, codenamed Occult. I like the name for this one. Who else likes the name, man? Leave a like if you like the name for this set, man. I think it fits it perfectly. 7,000 intelligence, 260 resist all elements, plus 30% life. Can't go wrong there. 220% critical hit damage and 14% critical hit chance. Very standard for the gear moving forward. That's kind of going to look identical, except for the class-specific traits such as dexterity, intelligence, and, you know, vitality and strength, obviously. Cooldown of all skills, 27.1%. Resource cost reduction, 10%, and a 15% damage to elite enemies. And we have the 6-piece set bonus, again, utilizing that Ring of Royal Grandeur. So if you guys don't have one, and you need one, make sure to let us know in that request message on the Discord. So this is the 2-piece set bonus shown on screen right here. This is fully updated, so everything should be the same as the ones you find in the wild. Here is the 4-piece set bonus, and finally the 6-piece set bonus, and this is a level 1 Primal Ancient set gloves. Moving on to the shoulders. The second piece of that Helltooth harness set, again codenamed Occult, pretty much identical to the previous piece of gear. So we're not really going to go over the affixes. Bonuses are exactly the same as well, so we don't have to talk too much about this piece of gear right here. Level 1 Primal Ancient set shoulders. For the chest, the third piece of that Helltooth harness set, again named Occult, pretty much identical. Bonuses are the same. All good in my book. Consistency is key for making great builds. If you guys are trying to learn how to mod, man, consistency. That's all I can say. Level 1 Primal Ancient set chest armor. For the helm, this is where we start to switch things up a little bit, enhancing the critical hit damage and critical hit chance so we can hit that cap, and also adding a little bit of intelligence, a little bit more resist all, and 100% damage. Also adding life after each kill and life from health potions and globes. 1,000 to all stats, a Season 25 Soul Shard affix, casting a devastating Ring of Fire after killing 100 enemies, and it is also infused with that red Soul Shard, so you're going to unleash that every so often, dealing 20,000% weapon damage to enemies it passes through. 40.9% on the skill cooldown, 15% damage to elite enemies, and this is a level 1 Primal Ancient set helm. For the amulet, this is a level 1 rare amulet, codenamed Occult. This is the PvP amulet buffing all main stats, but we got 9,000 to intelligence, which is it's not that bad. It could be a little bit better, but you know, we got it working though. 25% poison skill damage, 9,000 regular damage, 1,000% damage. It's got some resist all, 130, 15% life, 47,872 life per hit, which is really good. Ignores durability loss. 200% damage to all voodoo skills and decay skills and secondary skills, which is great, man. Awesome. Yeah, can I hear just like a thank you, because we finally got that to show up on the Witch Doctor, man. So happy. Consecutive hits to enemies increases attack speed by 3% up to 30% for 3 seconds. And all of these other nice bonuses shown on screen right here, man. Absolutely crazy for an amulet. This has a lot of those Season 25 Soul Shard affixes to make it just so nice. So nice. You also get the Spirit Vessel passive, cooldown of all skills 56.9% and 27.1% for the resource cost reduction, 75% damage to elite enemies, and finally that 25% movement speed bonus, which is the cap. Moving on to the bracers. This is the Lacumba's Ornament. I'm sorry if I slayed that name. Codenamed Occult. Basically just reducing our damage if we have at least one stack of Soul Harvest, and it also buffs an additional 2% for each stack of Soul Harvest that you have, which is very, very nice. 30% life. It's got 9,700 intelligence, though. That is really what you're looking for on this class, honestly, and every class, really. It just works, trust me. Cooldown of all skills, 34.4%. Resource cost reduction, a flat 10%. And 15% damage to the enemies. Level 1 rare bracer. For the offhand, this is, God, I just had it in my head, Urasaw's Trodden Effigy. I know I slaughtered that name, I am so sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, though. I don't know, I'm not an expert. But 9,700 intelligence, again, very, very good. This buffs our zombie charger, again, same as the weapon. Zombie charger deals 150% increased damage. The zombie bear rune now summons 8 bears that travel further, which is great because we're going to be using that exact skill combination. Honestly, it's great. Reduces cooldown of all skills, the same at 34.4%. Resource cost reduction, same at 10, and that 15% damage to elite enemy bonus. Level 1 rare mojo. First ring, this is the immortal ring right here, so you're never going to die while wearing this, I promise you. 6,000 intelligence, 7,200 damage, 1,000% damage, 780 resist all elements. Like, oh my god, that's such a big number, right? Gold health pickup radius increased by 70 yards. You get 200% damage to all voodoo, decay, and secondary skills, which is great. And you get a increased attack speed up to 30% for 30 seconds. 3% up to 30% for 3 seconds for consecutive hits. And picking up a health globe increases move speed by 40% for 7 seconds. And you also get all of these other bonuses shown on screen right here. That last affix is the immortal one, so you're good to go. 61.2% for the cooldown of all skills, 46.8% for resource cost reduction, and finally 45% damage to elite enemies. Level 1 rare ring. The second ring is the 1 billion physical skill damage ring. This one is actually pretty good for this build. I think it rocks like perfectly with every build, but you know, let me know what you guys think on the Discord, man. Pretty much identical though to that previous ring. It has a little bit more percent damage, a little bit more regular damage. Because I try to stack damage on this ring, I find it works better. You also get the 200% damage to all voodoo, decay, and secondary skills. Again, 1-2 maximum damage per paragon, level up to 800, and you get the same 2 bonuses for increased attack speed and move speed. And all of these other bonuses shown on screen right here. But I just like to highlight that 160,000 life per second because of the Molten Wildebeest Gizzard, man. It's great for survivability on both softcore and hardcore. You cannot ever have enough survivability. Moving on, skill cooldown 71.7%, resource cost reduction 61.2%, and look at that number for damage to elite enemies, 105% on a single piece of gear. Oh my goodness, man. Level 1 rare ring. Moving on to the boots, this is going to be the final piece of the Helltooth harness set, codenamed Occult. 9,700 intelligence, very, very good. Bonuses, the same as the bracers, so we're not really going to talk about any of that stuff. Level 1 Primal Ancient set boots. For the first piece of the Captain Crimson set right here, Captain Crimson's Thrust, codenamed Occult, pretty much identical to the boots. Bonuses are the same. We have the 2-piece and 3-piece set bonus for this set, again utilizing that Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. Basically to just buff our damage, reduce our damage, and give us 20% to cooldown of all skills and resource cost reduction and 6,000 life per second. And the final piece of gear I have to show you guys is the Captain Crimson Silk Girdle, codenamed Occult, identical to the pants. Bonuses are the same, and this is a level 1 Primal Ancient set belt. For the skills, the fun part, guys, we made it to the fun part. So for the X ability, I would recommend rocking with this skill combo and then kind of experimenting with it a little bit. This build is versatile in very, like a lot of different ways. So just try this out and let me know what you think. Zombie Charger in the Decay skill tree with the rune Zombie Bears for that X ability. For the R2 main damage dealing attack, it's going to be Wall of Death with the rune Ring of Poison. For the square ability to get some movement speed, we're picking up in the Terror skill tree, Soul Harvest with the rune Soul to Waste. And the triangle ability, we're picking up the Summon Zombie Dogs in the defensive skill tree with the rune Rabid Dogs. For the circle ability, again in that decay skill tree, we're picking up Piranhas with the rune Piranha Do. And finally, for some more mobility, we're picking up Spirit Walk in that defensive skill tree with the rune Severance. Passive number 1, Confidence Ritual. Passive number 2, Swampland Attunement. Passive number 3, Creeping Death. And passive number 4, Fierce Loyalty. Cube powers being Shuriken's Triumph, Nem Bracers, and Ring of Royal Grandeur. And I know this is already on the amulet, but it doesn't have that 100% increased damage bonus on there. That's why we're rocking it right there. So let's quickly touch on Paragon really quick. Everything into Vitality for the core skill tree. For the offensive skill tree, attack speed and cooldown reduction, because these two are capped. For the defensive skill tree, armor and resist all. For the utility skill tree, I would say area damage and gold pickup radius. Now let's look at these final numbers, and then we'll jump right on into a rift. So we're at 130 billion damage, 130 billion, 133 million, 295,104. Sorry, I'm normally used to seeing trillion, so it just trips me out when I play the Witch Doctor and see the billion instead of the trillion. For the intelligence, 131,352, not bad at all. Armor score, 34,370. Damage to elites, 375%, not bad at all. Critical hit chance and critical hit damage, both capped at their respective values. Cooldown reduction, say it with me guys, 99.90%. We're inching ever so closely to hitting that 100%, man. I swear, it's just awesome. Poison damage increase 25%. Moving down into the defensive stuff, damage reduction 90.76%, with your resistances coming in at 97.92 to 96.19%. Very good for all of them. Very, very nice. Moving down into the life, total life bonus 451%. Life per second 166,000. Life per kill 17,376. Life per hit 167,650. And health globe healing bonus 38,625 with 80 yards, guys. 80 yards for the bonus to gold / globe radius. Oh my god, we got it to 80 yards, baby. Let's go. 96.23% for the mana cost reduction. Anything above 95% is good to go. Mana regen per second 50 with our maximum mana at 750 with no Paragon. 25% movement speed, which is the cap. And finally, 8,000 experience per kill. So with all of that talked about, we went over the gear, we went over the skills, we touched on Paragon. Let's tell you how to rock this build. So right when you get into your rift, you want to do a couple of things. You want to summon your zombie dog, which is your triangle ability if you're following this build guide. And then you want to start casting your R2 ability and your X ability kind of at the same time. Your R2 ability is basically going to put a ring of poison around a big group of enemies, right? And then you're going to finish them off with either your zombie dogs, or you could, use your piranhas. That does really good damage too, and that's a good AoE skill. So like, you have a lot of options. That's why I like this set. It might not be the most popular Witch Doctor set, or might not feel like the most damage, but it is a very fun set to play because of the versatility. I mean, as long as you're casting Wall of Death around your enemies, it really doesn't matter how you take them out, because you're going to be applying the 2-piece and the 4-piece and the 6-piece set bonus for the Helltooth set, which basically just makes your other skills stronger by using your Wall of Death. So it's very, very nice, man. This is a pretty underrated set, I would say. It's about the same speeds as the Zoom Mesto set, which I thought was the best Witch Doctor set, but I don't know, I don't play Witch Doctor all that much, so I can't really give you the most accurate information on the Witch Doctors, because I do not play them enough, but I find this one to be very, very fun to play, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy this one. So just make sure, you cast your Wall of Death. Make sure to keep your Soul Harvest. Oh my god, I can't even talk tonight. Sorry about that. Soul Harvest stacks up because you're going to get increased attack speed and also more damage reduction, which, you're at 90% already, but, damage reduction is just, it's always nice to have. You just, especially if you're playing on hardcore, you just don't want to take damage early at all. It's just, it should be avoided at all costs, really. So I pretty much talked about everything I can for this set. I mean, it's really, really fun to just watch the bears like start pummeling a big group of enemies. And oh, quickly, if you're using the same Q powers as me, following this build guide exactly, and you run into a pylon, make sure to hit them with your piranhas, man, because that is a good way to take out all of those elites, and then you can capitalize off the increased move speed and, you know, all the other perks and stuff like that. So, man, I hope you guys all enjoyed, man. Thank you for watching. If you spending a little bit of time out of your day to check out my YouTube channel, it really, really means the world to me, man. So really thank you. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this for real. If you guys have any feedback for me, go ahead and let me know on the Discord, man. We have a whole chat set up there to talk all things Diablo. And finally, man, if you're new here and you like the content of these videos, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button, as that is the best way you can help me out, and it really goes a long way. So finally, man, I just gotta say thank you, man. For real, man. You guys are making my dream become a reality, and I don't really know how to articulate into words how this makes me feel, man. So thank you. And I hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming, my friends. Peace.